Hey kids, what's one thing that you always wanted to do before you died? To answer that question myself, that would be steal a car right in front of a cop.
Bye-bye.
I didn't necessarily say which car I was going to steal, though. And here is proof that I did not steal that car, get it wrecked, and then steal another police cruiser. I am so smart sometimes.
I want you to go to the airport. The Colombians got one of their escort cars parked up in a secure lot. The front's gonna be real secure. That's where the guys with shooters are gonna be strutting up and down. You're gonna get in there somehow, take the car, and drive it over to Phoenix Autos, where one of Bishop's buddies is gonna fit a little extra. TNT. Then you drive it back to the airport pronto, without a scratch, huh? If any of those goons suspect the plant, it's a waste of time.
Well, precision driving in a gang-related vehicle? This is going to be quite the challenge. Hey there, friendos, Fredo Supreme, the American Dream, back with more Driver Parallel Lines action, and today we are going to commit the heist. Specifically, the heist on the Colombians. But first, we gotta prep.
I gotta get something for my belly, man.
I can totally relate to a sentiment like that. There's my car over there. You will understand why I temporarily switched to a Land Rover for the first bit of this. And that heat pip at the bottom is one of the reasons. But we can't just waltz into the parking garage. No, we gotta do a little bit of parkour, if you will. Don't mind me, just the Eagle Force on the way up to the top of the parking garage to do some super secret investigatory work. Yeah, by the way, this is how you got some of the stars. 6 stunt jump. And time to hop into the gang SUV. Is there a time limit when I get in here? Should have looked at Wilsey's video.
This car's got a permit.
Okay, so TK just said something about the car having a permit. Theoretically, you could just jump back off the building like I could when I was getting the stars, but there's actually unique dialogue when you go through the main gate like a normal person would, at least.
Drive on through, sir.
Nice and easy through the barriers.
Ah, there is. And there's a little bit of a typo regarding the dialogue there. Well, subtitle at least. Okay, let's drive nice and easily. Oh, the cop's pip went smaller. Let's drive nice and slowly. Maybe use the right stick as throttle. Yellow light. It was yellow the last time I saw it. You can't blame me for that, officer. And now it's time to get down to Phoenix Autos. Right, those people with the towing contracts and a dude in a Confederate vest to get a wee bit of explosions added to this bad boy. Of course, considering that they're a high-profile drug gang in New York City, this thing is going to explode at some point, so better get the inevitable over with rather than prolong it unnecessarily, you know? Man, I sound awkward when I'm trying to explain the logistics of a crime job, and I seem to have taken a little bit of time driving carefully. Time to get on the main street and redline it over there. Yeah, otherwise this is kind of a rather low-key mission if there wasn't the time limit and later the requisite to not scratch the vehicle up too much. Good news is I think we're almost at the body shop, just got a couple hundred more feet to go. I think I may have been wrong about that. Ooh, here comes another cop. Drive it nice and slowly. Maybe take a shortcut through the alleyways to compensate for the wasted time. You know what? Oh, the auto shop is right there. This seems like a... yeah, might have been a good run, just to try to drive a little bit faster when I'm heading back to the garage. Hello, Mr. Confederate. Wait a minute. Are you the same guy?
Just drive on through, buddy. Job like this, we can do it while you wait.
Ooh, you're a guy in a hat and a button-down shirt. You're a different person. Maybe that guy got fired. Wouldn't surprise me. I mean, they took the Confederate flag off of Phil Cassidy's shirt in the Vice City remaster. So wouldn't surprise me if the people in this business... Ooh, the time limit got refreshed. So we have 6 more minutes to get back to the garage. Man, it's amazing how much of a game you forget even when you love it so much, when you play a ton of other games in the interim. And I'm taking that alleyway shortcut again, partially because I don't know if I'm going to hit something accidentally and piss off the cop. Well, the good news is, alleyways in New York City are like ghost tunnels in Pac-Man. Whenever you go through them, no one seems to be able to follow them too much, and forgot TK even has dialogue for crashing into stuff when you have the SUV fitted with the explosives. Okay, I seem to be making slightly better time than normally. Maybe I should drive with the right stick again. Yeah, it allows me to be a little bit more precise. Wonder if I can just slide past this cop, and that cop did not even notice me. Score 1 for police who don't look both ways when a hot vehicle passes their line of sight.
Hey, be careful, man.
Don't worry, sir. I have explosives in this thing, so I am being as careful as I can possibly be. And in spite of that, I seem to be making good time. Remember this area right here, kids. You will be going back here later. Or at least I will. I'm the one who's playing the game right now. Uh-oh. One time is guarding the way in. Fortunately, I don't have to adhere to city streets. I can just sneak around through this container area. Wonder what they got in these containers anyway. Can I head back in through the normal way? Ignore the fact that there's a bunch of fence stuck in this thing now, and... Oh. You have to do the container parkour thing to get back in here. Wonder why that is. No matter, this was pretty fun doing it in the Eagle Force cruiser, so I shall do it again in the SUV. Ignore the fact that the fences are apparently... Okay, I'd give that landing a 9, actually. A little spotty on the landing, but not too shabs on the dismount. And, even though I am not a superhero, much like Nikki ASH, I can still fly. Now that was a cleaner landing.
Now this is how the kidnap's gonna happen. Martinez, the Colombian, is staying here in Jersey, doing deals around the fucking clock. He's got a plain little coke coming in, and sometime in the next 2 days, he's gotta climb in his limo and head out for the airport here. But he ain't gonna make it, so we'll make fucking sure of that. Martinez always travels in convoy and with a stack full of goons, so TK is gonna track that convoy for us and help pick it apart. He'll detonate the bomb he planted on one of the escorts and one on the billboard. 2 more explosions on the L train track here and from a gas tank here. We'll divert the convoy and lead it here. We close the trap at both ends with a rig here and here. Then we have our own sweet killing fields. And from the rooftops, you guys, you rain down hell. I'm bringing in a little hired help so we'll have all the firepower we need. TK, you need to extract the limo and get Martinez back to this warehouse. One last thing, something new. Special Forces issue. Cutting edge, fellas. Weigh less than 10 pounds each. Means I can be with you every step of the way, like I'm sitting right in your lap. You just tune in and keep up with the action. I'll tell you what you want when you need it. And we get to listen in on the Colombians. So kids, soon as you hear me calling on that radio, you put down whatever you're playing with, haul your ass over to Jersey and get on that greaseball's tail.
The mission actually starts in Manhattan. Maybe in a beta build of the game, you were supposed to begin it in New Jersey. For a pudgy, pissed-off George Costanza, Candy seems to be on point most of the time. I like that about him. He's even got the kind of tech Lincoln Clay had. Radio that has killer reception no matter where you are. Seriously, why can't I find the shotgun spawn point in here? Yeah, I am filled to burst with ammunition for all of my cannons, but I still think I'll take the LI-15. And I might want to bring a pretty fast vehicle for the actual heist. Is this thing right outside my... Okay, good. I can sidestep it, bring a vehicle of my own along. Maybe I can handle having the 1 pip of felony. It's not like I'm gonna be driving it for the remainder of the... You know what? Let's put some window tint on this thing. Make it look really, really, really special. Yeah, now I'm the super secret police. Promotional consideration for the following 2 missions was paid for by the Torg Corporation. Subtlety? What the fuck is that? Oh, it starts up without an intro cutscene. Oh, well, I guess Candy explaining how the job's gonna go down, that was the intro cutscene. I get the feeling I should have brought a motorcycle for this one, though. Hell, maybe even the chopper would... No, wait, maybe the chopper could have kept up with a bunch of SUVs and a sedan.
Haul ass to the Queensboro Bridge and blow the billboard. That convoy has got to divert to Williamsburg.
Okay, where's the bridge? Okay, so there's 2 yellow pips, and the one that my yellow arrow thingamabobby here is pointing at is the target. Alright, time to put on some epic chase music and get a rollin', baby. Get out of the way, civilians. You're obstructing justice. I'm stopping the Colombians. They ain't gonna sell dope on the streets of this city. Shit, the handling is a little bit too loose on this. Okay, no damage on it. Yeah, let's turn the sirens off, so I can at least have something resembling subtlety. And now we gotta wait for Candy to tell us to blow the bridge. Okay, this mission is a little bit dull, but trust me, the setup is something else. Wait for it.
Now, kid!
Door!
Ooh.
Queensboro está bloqueado. Dirigidas a Williamsburg. Okay, now get in range of the rig escort car and blow it before they make Long Island.
Gotcha, Candy. I am in pursuit of the suspect. I will pursue and annihilate, even. Okay, that glow is getting in my way a little bit. Time to go first person a little bit.
Blow it now!
Door!
Kaboom! Get to the L-train bridge and blow it.
What's the fastest way to the bridge? I can just take a shortcut through this alleyway here. They think they got themselves a little shortcut? Well, bad news, boys. I live in this city. This is my town, and I know the streets better than anybody else. So, if you aren't made of knishes and gasoline, keep your dope-dealing behinds out. Thank you very much. Wow, this bridge is kind of empty. I guess I can go third person for it right now. Now, would you look at that? Smokey is on my tail. Ironically, they will be the ones who will be getting smoked. Something tells me that somebody involved with this heist told a lot of people to stay off that bridge today. Kudos to them. Right now I just got to set up. Wait a minute. Where's the explosive I got to trigger? Oh, I guess it makes sense that I'd have to manually set this one because that bomb is obscenely obvious. Would y'all kindly move out of the way? You're obstructing justice. Wait for... Yeah, what he said. Is that ticking noise the sound of that Land Rover and the... I think that's a, Brooklyn attempting to occupy the same spot together? No, wait. Maybe it's a serva. Looks more like a serva. Never heard those two mating before. They would make great kids.
Now, kid!
Door! Door!
Bad news, Señor Martinez. You have no escort.
Working like a dream. Head to the gas station and blow the gas tanks.
Man, I am blowing up so many things today. Whew. This is like one of the coolest missions ever. In terms of what's going down, and okay, Martinez, your driver sucks. He's not a badass like me, who only rarely crashes into things. And rarely hard enough to cause visible damage on the car. Eagle Force on the way to stop the dope dealers and potentially blow all their crap up. Yeah. I'm really bad at making up theme songs. You should ask RoboStomp if you want a theme song. He's much better at that sort of thing. Watch this space for an awesome track. Come on, plant the boom, boom, boom. Okay, get out of the... Well, what is it with all these cars?
Explosions! Door! Logan! Holy f***!
Just like I planned.
Seriously, now there's a Brooklyn and a Regina who are currently occupying the same space. When did it become mating season for cars in New York City? Is that sometime around the beginning of November? Yeah, wouldn't surprise me, actually. Okay, kill these sirens. You want an air of stealth when you're sneaking up on perps like this. Don't worry, guys. I am the... Even though I have a police cruiser, I am helping you guys. Damn. Now, this is an ambush. Yeah, the carrying handle on this thing totally looks like an AUG-A2 right now.
The clock's ticking, gentlemen. We've got 2 minutes before the cops arrive. Hit 'em hard. TK, extract that limo.
Oh, wait, I'm targeting my own guys. Let's see if I can...
Limo out of there. Don't forget the side entrance.
Yeah, don't worry, Candy. We smoked all those guys in like 30 seconds. And time to conceal my rifle in my jacket. Okay, you only had the 2 minutes to get in the limo. And now you have theoretically infinite time to get to Hunt's Point. Yeah, that was a pretty cool mission. I imagine with modern controls that would have been even crazier.
Is that what it is?
Technically, yes, but we're going to get it in means slightly more ridiculous than you would attend to, Señor Martinez. By the way, something I think is kind of peculiar about this mission. The cutscene refers to Martinez's car as a limousine, but you're driving a Regina, which is a... Okay, sir, I never shut up. I'm doing Let's Plays. Wait a minute. That thought actually managed to throw me for a loop. Okay, you know what? Screw it. I'm going right through this cop's line of vision. I can totally outrun him before I get to Hunt's Point.
You don't really know who I am, do you?
Yeah, I know who you are.
You won't live to see next week, my friend.
I gotta tell you, you're starting to get on my nerves.
If only there was an animation of TK leaning back and punching Martinez out so he would pipe down for the rest of the ride. It kind of worked for Nico Bellic when he was stealing Gracie Ancelotti's Feltzer, but then again, she is a daughter of a mafioso, not the leader of a drug gang, so of course Gracie would be a little bit more submissive than, say, Mr. Martinez. And I kind of have to redline this thing because those two cops are right on my tuchus.
Who's making you do this?
I mean, granted,
Give me some peace and quiet, man.
I have a pretty good head start, and damn it, there's another cop up there. I have a good head start, but I'm also in a stock sedan, so police cruisers are really good at catching up with that.
Kid, you don't know what you're doing.
Okay, turn around.
You are making the last mistake of your life.
There we go. Always bet on cruisers losing some time turning around, and let's do the tried and true technique of slaloming around everybody. These are some very persistent officers.
Who's making you do this?
And the dialogue's starting to loop, so I imagine I might be cutting out at this point, and cutting right to the point where I reach the warehouse. Thank goodness for the unlimited time limit at this point. Whoa, I didn't notice the Atari logo on that garage over there.
You're the man. Good job, kid. Way to go, fucker.
All right. I like that.
No sweat, no sweat. One Colombian, as ordered.
We wait. Oh, that
We'll be in touch, kid.
If you heard some background noise in that last cutscene when it was beginning, I had to step out to acquire the charger for my computer. Battery's at 14% right now. And, for some reason, although I can kind of guess why, when I have the game capture HD software running, it kind of eats away at the battery a little bit harder. Oh shit. Okay, it's charging. Good, good. Gotta say, that was a pretty good amount of praise that TK got for bringing Martinez back to the safe house. I mean, lockup here. Police officer crashed into me, and I did not take the heat for once. By the way, something I just want to point out quick. The Boldius semi-truck which is first seen in 1978. For some reason, once you start 2006, you will have a very hard time finding that truck again, partially on the grounds that it's replaced by the Saxon semi-truck, and even if you go back to 1978 through the air change feature that you unlock later, you will still frequently somehow see the Saxon in 1978, even though it's a 2006 vehicle. Oh well. Another one for the philosophers, I imagine. Oh, the chevron to start the final 1978 mission is over here inside the apartment. Oh, and there's my grenade launcher. How many rounds did I have? Not that I'm gonna need a whole... I only have 2. Maybe I should stock up on some more for the upcoming mission. You actually have to pick it up first, even if it first spawns in your safe house. Ah, hell. Note to self. Look both ways before getting into a hot cruiser. Something Nigel Cummings never needs to do, because he's a top agent. And now I'm thrown off.
You better be ready, kid. The Colombians just made their play. Get down to that Manhattan multi-story off Park Avenue. Top floor. There'll be a package on the back of a bike. The ransom money. When you pick it up, you should expect people to try and stop you. Escape across the roofs, and when you make it down to the ground, the Mexican will be waiting. Get in the truck, and get the hell out of there.
Okay, I expected people to come after us to avoid having to pay the ransom money for Señor Martinez, but unfortunately I don't think they're gonna get it. Because, quite frankly, I am just awesome. What could possibly go wrong? Ah, there's the cruiser.
Man, this job sucks.
Sir, I don't know what you're talking about. This job is kind of awesome. Oop, I accidentally popped my nos a little bit. Okay, got a little bit too giddy there. Oh, whoopsie. Apparently, the regular members of the police force were not told about Eagle Force's special mission to take down the drug lords. Nevertheless, it appears it is a case of the right hand and the left hand not agreeing with each other. And sometimes my eyesight is the one that needs a little bit of instructions on proper agreement. Okay, you know what? This siren is way too intense. Maybe I should turn it off. It's not like anybody even acknowledges the damn thing. Haha, I pit maneuvered the cop. Okay, turning right would be the way that has the least amount of turns in it. But it appears that no police officers have seen my actual face, so I don't know if they'll be able to draw aggro on my visual alone. Don't worry, citizens, Eagle Force is here. Oh, I drive up there. My bad, forgot about that. Okay, something tells me I'm going to be doing a bit of rooftop hopping. So I better get my motocross game on. And hope these sunglasses do not fly off in the process. Motorcycle is here. I'm guessing the package is hidden inside the seat cushion. Well. Got the ransom money? Wonder what's going to happen now. Ooh, they barricaded me in. They even sent a chopper. Fantastic. Well, time to redline it. Do some sick hops across the New York rooftops. Wonder if I... Okay. Rocky start, but otherwise doing well. A little bouncy because of all the boxes and whatnot. And it seems like since the last time TK did sick jumps on a motorcycle, he's a lot more used to it now. And this kind of feels like a level in Tony Hawk's Town Hill Jam with all these carefully set up ramps and whatnot. They don't fall off. Falling off is probably the worst thing you can do when you're being chased by cartel members. And...
I can keep doing this forever!
Please tell me I made that. Nicely done. And, hello, Mr. Mexican. Time for me to escort... Wait a minute. Why did I have to take the ransom in this truck? Why couldn't I have just got a vehicle and drove it myself? So the shooting controls are a little bit floaty compared to, say, the two rail shooter sequences in Driver 3. Okay, Mr. Mexican, can you please kindly stop crashing into everything? Holy hell, this crosshair is sensitive. Okay, you know what? I'm TK, and I'm here to ask you one question and one question only.
Back the fuck off!
Or rather, say one thing and one thing only.
Guard! Guard!
Okay, that seems to have done well. Grenade launcher blind firing actually works rather well. Also, I'd like to point out that the grenade launcher in this game looks a lot like the grenade launcher in Siphon Filter, albeit with a more wooden finish. Sir, can you please try to keep this thing straight while I shoot down the helicopter? Okay, looks like I did a little bit of chip damage on the truck. By the way, I'm probably going to fail this part, so you know how in most games when you fail an escort sequence, the game makes you restart it? Well, apparently, Reflections Interactive knew that game overs were a failure of the game design narratively, so they added a workaround for it in the event that the truck crashes, or by which I mean you fail to protect it.
Wrong guy.
I seem to have gotten rid of the chopper. This is going by kind of smoothly. The Mexican got over his willies, and he is now weaving through... damn it! I hate it when I speak too soon. Now we can kill the chopper with prolonged gunfire. Maybe if this thing was not flying all over the place, and the... Oh, I see smoke. We're good. We're almost... Chopper is almost down. Man, I cannot aim straight. I'm guessing the lock-on doesn't work because...
It's up to you now, Key. Get their ransom to Hunt's Point.
See what I mean? You fail the escort, and instead, the game... Holy hell, we literally failed the escort, like, right outside where the mission ended. Honestly, no loss whatsoever. Oh, yeah, you still have to take out the chopper. See? Now lock-on is working perfectly, because TK is now on foot. I assume he couldn't handle the shaking of the truck, so that's why he couldn't lock on. Yeah, I'm gonna say that's what the reason was.
All there?
You bet.
What happens now?
Can you take a message?
Anda, vete al carajo. Shit.
Change of plan, kid.
Sure. What's going on?
Cops are gonna need somebody in the frame. You're it.
Me?
Wise up, kid. You're nothing. You're nobody. Who gives a fuck?
I would like to point out that... No, wait, maybe the dialogue's coming up right here.
Corrigan was a cop on the make. He and the others had figured me to take the heat from Martinez. Soon as I could stand, I went on trial. I got 28 years in Sing Sing. 10,227 days. I didn't waste a single one. When they let me out, I was ready. Nice of you to drop by, Ray. On the surface, New York shone bright, but the old city I knew was still there. weakest link was selling girls. Just they were younger and cost more. Candy ran an empire of trash. Bishop was flying high dealing heroin. Corrigan was now chief of police, king of the shit heap. Only the Mexican had fucked up. I decided a while back I was going to kill him first.
Seems like a sign of respect. Mercy killing, almost.
That's him.
Uh-huh. Yeah, he works Midtown. Some kind of arcade. I'm not gonna help.
I wasn't counting on it.
That ain't fair. You know I couldn't help. They would have killed me.
Hey, Ray, it's cool. You know, it's history. Come on, I'll buy you one of those foamy coffee things you like.
Cappuccino?
Yeah, one of them.
What I wanted to say before the cutscene happened was that in the PS2 and Xbox versions of the game, the song that plays during that cutscene is Gang Bang by Oscar Brown, whereas in the PC and Wii versions, it's Neighborhood Threat by Iggy Pop. Personally, I think Gang Bang fits the tone of that scene slightly better. We now return to your regularly scheduled LP. Well, seems TK is somewhat well-adjusting-ish to life in 2006 already, and he hasn't even really started yet. Welcome to New York City in 2006, kids. It sucks. You're going to love it. Ah, looks like there's a Ford Explorer right there. Almost reminds me of my mom's old wheels. Now I'm kind of curious about how the rest of the town looks. Honestly, I kind of want to see how my old crib in Midtown is right now. Oh, what's this? I see a green pear on the way over here? Ah, the Miyagi. I've always liked how this thing looks. I almost thought it was supposed to be a Ford Fiesta, but it's actually meant to be a Honda Civic. You would think, as an incredibly common car, that a Civic would be more recognizable to me. Whereas I honestly can't remember the last time I saw a Fiesta. Nevertheless, I shall see my Midtown crib in a few minutes, and see if I can give you a nice walkthrough of it once I reach it. And Simon, for the love of God, please remember to add the Saints Row 3 music. Oh, you have got to be kidding me. The feds seized all my assets. Well, looks like getting a revenge rampage on is going to be a little bit trickier than I had imagined. By the way, something I want to point out, the song playing right now is Lyrics Born's Change My Mind. In the PC version, hang on a second, I have the Parallel Lines wiki open right now. It's a different song. Anyways, and in 1978 it always plays Express Yourself by Charles Wright. Whereas in the, I think, PC and Wii versions, which actually has a cut-down soundtrack compared to the rest of compared to the Xbox and PS2 versions, it plays Lowrider by War. Ah, it's the MC's Rattlesnake remix by Lyrics Born of I Changed My Mind. And in PC and Wii versions, it's Muscle Car, Sander Kleinenberg's Pace Car mix by Milo. And I just noticed that Smash It Up is also in 1978, even though it came out in 79. Damn, this is like some almost Mafia 3 levels of soundtrack anachronisms. Okay, let's quit joking around. Let's save this thing to the garage and check out my apartment. Is it my imagination, or did this apartment complex become the same one that Dr. Krieger lives in, half expecting a bunch of Zentais and a drum set to play YYZ on? So, Simon, kick in the music. So, yo everybody. Yo everybody, this is Fredo Supreme, the American Dream, and you're watching MTV's Cribs. Check out my crib right here. That sweet Reflections interactive graffiti on the wall. Rejoice! And it seems that the Mohicans must have taken this joint over when I wasn't here. Wonder who that handsome fellow in the right-hand corner of the screen is. Ah, and they even put a full-size fridge in here. Does that say Hitachi or Hildreth? Whatever.
We should get going.
Yeah, just a second, TK. I'm almost done describing the apartment, and they seem to have put a lot of nice murals on here. Baxter was here? So I guess my Tim Allen joke in that one episode was actually kind of appropriate. Bane NS Skulls. Wonder who that could refer to. Shit happens. Of course it does. TK just got booked and sent to jail for 28 years. Tanner lives, huh? So, I guess this game kind of spoiled the beginning of Driver San Francisco after all. Always did kind of think the ending of that game was kind of weird. And nice boarding up on the windows when you can't afford curtains. Planks will do rather fine. Screw the government. I know at least 18 people who could relate to that. Yeah, I wonder where that dartboard came from. And they even stole the coffee table and shot a guy underneath it. Oof, nice A for anarchy up in there. No more war. Bad news, whoever wrote that graffiti. There's about to be a big war on the streets. There's a war going on outside no man is safe from. You can run, but you can't hide forever. But you can't hide forever from these streets that we done took. You're walking with your head down, scared to look. They really should have put some Mobb Deep in this game. An I Love Tanner sticker holding up the Bikini Woman poster. First aid sticker on the... Okay, I'm guessing this place was some kind of fallout shelter in between the time I got arrested and when I got out. How much blood is on that bed, and why does it appear to be handprints and footprints? Does that say something on the top of the bed? I'll see if I can decode that later. I should call my nephew, and he's better at doing this deciphering stuff than I am. And it appears the most likely bathroom has been boarded up with police tape. I'm guessing somebody had one hell of an anal evacuation in there. So, that is my crib, and I believe that is where we shall conclude for today. I'm Fredo Supreme, the American Dream. Like the video if you did, subscribe if you really liked it, and holla at y'all later. Wow, that cop seems to be in a hurry. How in the blue hell did that work?